I hate the person my wife has become.
I'm 30 years old and my wife is 28. We met in grad school when I was 23 and she was 21. Back then, everything seemed great. She was ambitious, spontaneous, and we had this whirlwind romance that would have any man always thinking about their partner. After grad school, we got married. But now, 5 years into the marriage, I'm starting to see sides of her I didn't notice before. The thing is, my wife has this habit of constantly quitting things, jobs, hobbies, even plans. It's like she's allergic to commitment beyond our marriage. It started with her quitting her job because she was unhappy, which I completely supported. She took some time off to figure things out and we managed fine. I have a decent job in tech, but now it's a pattern. She's tried and quit painting, yoga, photography, and most recently a business idea that I helped fund. Each time, she starts with excitement, only to drop everything the moment it gets tough. It's not just about her quitting, it's how she acts afterward. She plays the victim, blaming everything else for her choices. Her job was toxic, yoga wasn't relaxing, her camera was faulty, and her business failed because people just didn't get it. I've tried to be understanding, supportive, even giving her advice, something a husband should do, but it's like talking to a wall. She doesn't want solutions, she wants to be pitied. I'm starting to realize that it's not just about the little things. It's the fact that she never seems to take responsibility for anything in her life. And I feel like I'm always the one cleaning up after her decisions. It's exhausting, and I'm beginning to resent her for it. We're getting older and I want kids, but I don't know if I can trust her to be a good mother, forcing me to hold off. Now I'm at a point where I don't know what to do. I don't think I can keep living like this, feeling like I'm in a one-sided partnership where I'm the only adult. Part of me wants to sit her down and confront her about everything, but another part of me feels like it wouldn't change anything. She'll just blame me or the situation, or whatever else she can find. It's gotten to the point where I'm the guy who stays in his car for an hour after arriving home, because there's a good chance the rest of my evening will be nothing but headaches and suffocation. I don't hate my wife, she's all I think about, good and bad, but I'm definitely not in love with the person she's become. Edit. After reading through your comments, I decided to sit down with my wife and have an honest conversation about everything that's been going on. It wasn't easy. There were a lot of emotions involved, but we both acknowledged that things can't keep going in this direction. We're now looking into finding a mental health professional in the area for her, as well as couples counseling. Thank you all for the recommendations and support.
My niece's hopes are crushed for Halloween this year, and I don't want her to give up her Halloween spirit because of a horrible experience last year. Last year, I threw a Halloween party for my nieces and nephews because they love Halloween. I had a candy bowl to give to trick-or-treaters. My sister Jasmine, fake name 33 at the time, and my niece Jessica, fake name 8 at the time, made cute little treat bags to give out to the trick-or-treaters, which contained a few sweets, a spooky pencil, stickers, and a little toy. Jessica loves handing out sweets, so she offered to add the treat bags that her and Jasmine made together. When trick-or-treaters came to our door, Jessica got excited, but then 4 of them in a group around 16 to 19 years old took handfuls. She told them to stop taking them all, but one of them yanked it out of her hands, emptied out the bowl, and threw it on the floor. It was a metal bowl, so it made a noise. She told them that they took all of the sweets and they ruined Halloween, so just to get a rise out of her, they opened the bags in front of her, shoving the sweets in their mouth, then spat them out into the bag, ripped the stickers, then dumped it in the bag, snapped the pencils in half, then they placed all of the treat bags on the floor and stomped on them hard, which caused the small toys to break inside. They quickly put them into their bags, entered the car that a grown-up that was supervising them drove off, so I couldn't confront them at the time. But me and Jasmine went over to comfort Jessica, who was crying. Jessica told us, "They took everything, and now I have nothing to give to the trick-or-treater this year, and Halloween is ruined. They ruined my Halloween." My heart broke for Jessica as she spent all of her time and effort into these treat bags, and now she's scared of making something else again for Halloween this year in case people try to destroy that as well. It broke my heart and my sister's heart knowing that they look forward to making their own sweet bags every year, as well as putting sweets in sweet bags, But Jessica said she doesn't want to make another sweet bag for Halloween again this year, in case they break and take it all and destroy that as well this year. How do I get her spirits up for Halloween this year and not get her to give up so she doesn't have to give up and get her hopes high, so she doesn't have to have her heart crushed for Halloween just because she had one bad experience last year?
I finally realized that my friends aren't my friends, and that hurts. 24 years old, single, and friendless. I was more friends with them than they were with me, if that makes sense. I don't know how to make friends as an adult, and I don't have any time for myself right now, until late October at least. I'm studying all day for exams and feeling really sad, crying all day long because it's hard. I really love hiking, and they know that. In 3 years of friendship, they never wanted to go hiking with me, and they went hiking and camping without even telling me or asking me or thinking about me. I'm angry at myself for being that stupid, for thinking they would do something for my birthday when I invited them to my house for 2 full days, telling me it was for my birthday. Stupid enough to feel sorry for them because they weren't doing a lot of things during the summer. They just didn't invite me. How do you start your social life over as an adult? Sorry about the grammar and the cringe. I will certainly delete this after one comment telling me that I am stupid and should get over it.
My parents were family vloggers. It ruined my life. I, 23 female, was raised by parents who family vlogged. They began vlogging in 2013, almost by accident, as a video of my brother went viral. It was something I disliked from the beginning as I was a shy child, and that didn't fit in with what my parents wanted from me and my siblings. I want to share my story to raise awareness, but please don't try and guess who me and my family are, as it will start a fight with my parents I'm not in a position to deal with yet. At the peak of their fame, my parents had around 2 million subscribers. The main demographic was mainly adult men, and now as an adult, I realized that their content was catered towards these men. I was one of 5 girls, all a year apart in age, and those 5 years were an absolute goldmine for my parents. Period videos, getting first bras, having first kisses, all a massive hit with middle-aged creepy men. We eventually ended up being homeschooled so that we didn't have any external distractions, and we weren't allowed to make friends unless they were also part of family vlogging channels. Our parents only posted good things. On camera, it looked like our family was perfect when in reality my dad was abusing my mom, they were arguing constantly, and my dad ended up having an affair. The channel ended when my mom found out and they divorced, which nobody online knows. They blew through the money on drinking, drugs, and vacations they went on without us. I barely have a relationship with my parents because I can't forgive them for taking my privacy away from me.
It's my fault my mom died. When I was 16, I was an absolute idiot and I put diesel gas in my mom's car one night while I was out with my friends. We immediately realized what happened, and my boyfriend at the time and his friends said to just drive around to use the gas, then fill it up again. My dad has really bad anger issues, so I didn't tell my parents. The next day, as my mom was driving home from work, the car began messing up badly, and she was having to drive very slow on a busy interstate. A truck rear-ended her, killing her instantly. I'm 23 now. Not a minute goes by where I don't think about her and feel responsible for her death. I haven't spoken to my dad in years. He has no idea about any of this, and I will make sure he never finds out. I don't know how much longer I can live with the guilt of this. My mom was my best friend, and I just know she died so scared because of me.